What's up, lads, and welcome back to Gladiators on Tour Road to 280p points, a series where I take you guys with me to professional tournaments and you know the rest. In case you don't, here's a link to part 1 and the video where I play against Tarek to win my ITF point. But for now, for those who have already seen it, it's the morning of the next day and the last round of qualifying. After the quick breakfast at the nearest gas station, I headed to the club. Glad the morning of the second round of qualifying, back on the course, getting ready to warm up. I'm playing... Oh, I just checked the name of the guy and I already forgot it, but like this guy over here, feeling pretty good. He's lefty as far as he told me, so yeah, I don't like playing with lefties, but I guess we'll see. I think he's four-seated, but yeah, this guy figuring out his lumbar because he played like a super tie break yesterday, 14-12-1, but he's fucking. I can barely stand up straight like He's done. After changing into my sexy tennis shoes and doing a quick fitness warm-up, we got on the court. Svetoslav Julian, are you ready for your match against Porus?
Yeah, it's my fourth match against him.
What's your tactic?
Stay confident.
Good tactic.
And don't miss any balls.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's what he's gonna do.
Tough match ahead.
It was then my turn to warm up, and actually right behind me is Gulen's opponent warming up. Not gonna show you my entire warm up, I didn't do anything crazy, but here's some volleys and smashes. The warm up is done, ladies and gentlemen. Half an hour until my match. Feeling good. Gulen, how you feeling for your match?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Feeling
From 0 to 10?
solid 7-8.
Glad. Heading to the court to play the match. Got my Powerade, got my water. The guy said that it was okay for me to record, so that's good. A quick intro before we get into the match for your better understanding of the situation. So, this is the last round of qualifying. Winning this would mean winning 3 ITF points and going up in the ITF ranking, which is obviously good, but more importantly, it would mean passing into the main draw, where I would get the chance to fight for my first ever ATP point. Now, ahead of me was a pretty complicated match against the 4th seed of the qualifying draw. The first point straight away was crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this being the last round of qualifying, there were chair umpires, which is always nice. I like to play with umpires. Well, unless the umpire is biased, but ours was good. Might have done a few mistakes, but I mean, we're all humans, right? Gotta say, the first game was really tight, with several advantages that just wouldn't end the game. There's an interesting theory that states that whenever there's a long game like that, whoever takes it, takes the next few games as well. My serve was absolutely popping off on that day. Thanks to having the chair umpire, I could actually check the stats of the match, and the first serve percentage was 82%, which is actually crazy. That was a second serve ace, by the way, and I think that was the only ace that I did in the entire match. I can really not stress enough just how important the serve is in the game of tennis. A powerful, stable serve can give you so many free points, and that puts a lot of pressure on your opponent and does the opposite for you. There are definitely more than one player on tour that are in the top 100 pretty much solely thanks to their serve. And you don't have to be 2 meters tall to have a dangerous serve. It of course helps, but you can totally surprise your opponents with crazy topspin or slice serves if you're not a super tall player. So yeah, this game lasted 8 minutes 20 seconds and I did end up losing it. So I started the match with a breakdown and he started the game with an ace on the second point. And even though it's not the best way to start, I was feeling quite confident and I could feel my opponent wasn't too relaxed. And although he did take the first game, I felt like I was up mentally. As I mentioned before, the conditions in the club were close to perfect for my tennis. There was no sun, no wind, we were playing on slow hard courts and the ball was bouncing with just the right height and speed for me to be able to attack with confidence and defend with ease. I'm not sure why, but I felt like grunting on almost every single shot that I took. It really helped me loosen up, even though I usually don't grunt at all. Sorry if it's disturbing. So yes, right after losing a break, I managed to take it back almost immediately, having not done much to do so. Simply stayed concentrated and made sure not to make any stupid rush decisions. After this pretty embarrassing serve and volley that luckily still ended up giving me the point, I played the super sexy down the line close to a passing shot to seal the game on my serve and win the lead in the match. Gotta say, my opponent knew how to serve pretty well too. His flat serves were going really quick and he was managing to open the angle to the advantage side pretty well sometimes. Luckily, that's where my backhand is, so I could return most of the wide serves pretty confidently. This is actually the game where I realized that his backhand is his better shot and one it he feels more confident with. So I quit playing to his backhand and start pushing his forehand way more. He does end up taking the game on his serve pretty quickly thanks to my stupidity, but I start the game on mine with an extra tool in my pocket. Yeah, the ref called this one out, but it was clearly in. Not sure what's up with my volley game here, quite embarrassing again. So yeah, that tool that I had in the beginning of the game didn't really help much, and now I was down to break again. In long points like this one, always put extra effort to win them because they give a huge mental advantage and can often be the turning point of a match. So be patient and don't rush it, like I just did. Another important advice, always celebrate the sexy points that you win, but never react negatively to the points that you lose. If you want to react after making a stupid mistake, make it a smile or a laughter, but don't shit on yourself. Okay, a messy situation is coming up. So it's advantage game point for him. I play a backhand that goes in, he continues the point, but the ref calls it out. I'm now 4-2 down, and there's really no point to argue in this situation, but I still decided to complain a little bit. After serving another underarm serve and taking the point, and then serving yet another underarm serve and losing the point, I was back on track with my game. Not sure it touched the net. You tell me. Here's a replay. After this really tight point, I ended up taking the game. Looking back at the footage of this match, I'm realizing just how tense this match was, but back when I was playing it, I really wasn't feeling much pressure. So after finally managing to rip that break back, I knew I had to take the game on my serve and close the set with a break. Otherwise, things would get really complicated. Plus, this way I would start the second set serving. But ahead of me was another very close game with several game points and break points that could really fall either way. But knowing just how crucial this game was, I got together, fought for every single point and ran to every ball. And thanks to him making a rookie mistake in an important moment, I took that game home. A pretty cool point is coming up now. Unfortunately, couldn't direct the forehand well enough to hurt him. Would have been a pretty cool point. And even though he did play that game quite well, I managed to fight my way to closing the set 6-4. While I'm taking a toilet break in the match, I would like to remind you lads about the super thanks function that YouTube offers. If you're enjoying the content and would like to support the channel somehow, this is pretty much the quickest way to do it. Any amount would be really appreciated. Now, the second set is starting, so let's get back to the match. And I gotta say that there really wasn't a better way of starting the second set. I took the first game in like under a minute and a half, I think, and serving really well. And I must say that the first game of the second or third set is super important. If you win the first set, starting by winning the first game of the second set easily again grants you a huge mental advantage. Losing that game, however, does the complete opposite, reinforcing your opponent for the rest of the set, way more than breaking you in any other game. So definitely watch out for that. This serve was clearly out, the opponent knows it, and you can even see the mark, but oh well. Gotta say, I played the beginning of the second set really well, earning game after game with quick, aggressive plays. And whenever there was a long point again, I was doing my best to show him that he's gonna have to fight real bad to take that point from me. If during the match you have the energy, even if you're almost sure that the point is lost, do still run for that drop shot or jump for that smash. You'll get to more balls than you expect and win points that you thought were completely lost. Plus, doing that really plays with your opponent's head. I mean, just look at Alcaraz. He did play this game really well, wasn't much I could do there, just gotta give credit where it's due. But also gotta give credit to my serve when it's due again, as I took that game in a split second. By the way, lads, gotta mention it again, the new Technifiber Razor soft string is just crazy. I finally switched to it after playing with Adrenaline for like 6 years, so yeah. Definitely at least give it a shot. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but I'm almost sure you will love it. The link, like always, is in the description below, together with our exclusive discount code. But as you can tell, from here on my opponent's game has started to fall apart, and all I had to do was just consistently play to his forehand. And there you have it, 6-4, 6-1 to take the W and debut in the main draw of a 25k.
Whew. Holy lads. My first ever appearance in main draw. In singles. I don't know what to say right now. I'll make up my mind and record a proper analysis of the match, but right now just super happy. Played really well. Whew.
So yes, I was really happy to be in main draw, but I still had to go to the club to watch Gulen play. Glad we're here with Luke. Slava is just going nuts.
He's not on a good run right now, but he's got the shots.
Yeah,
we believe.
And also Slava does that. He goes nuts and then he somehow recovers. So
it's just a roller coaster.
Right.
With the Slava matches.
Right. But the guy's also playing pretty well. Alright, we'll see what happens now. Luke, any comments?
It's a tough one. What can you say?
just the momentum went the other guy's way
Yeah,
the whole time.
it did.
It's just hard to see a way to come back for Slava, but he'll learn. Stay subscribed. Some better matches from Slava coming up. All right.
Exactly.
Luke also played his first round of main draw on that day, but unfortunately he had to retire because he could barely move on the court because of the pain that he was experiencing in his back. And to avoid exactly that, I booked a session with a physio because my back was starting to kind of hurt a little bit as well.
Just had my massage done because my legs and my back were a little bit sore. Feeling a lot better now, so I'm good. Gonna go to the hotel now and just chill for tomorrow because I'm playing a German guy. I think he's like 800 something in the world, so tough match tomorrow, but I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling good, so we'll see how it goes. By the way, in case you didn't realize, Luke is tall as fuck, just so you understand. I'm 190.
You put the camera down and it's basically a tower.
Literally.
So yes, Glads, I was facing the world 800 and X300 in the world in the first round of main draw to fight for my first ever ATP point. But more on that in the next video, so definitely subscribe and hit the bell to not miss that. But for now, I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.